Tom Hauser here with another midweek blessing. Hey, we're getting ready to step into the Gospel of John at our church, and we are just starting to read chapter 2. Yesterday was chapter 2. This morning's reading was the story of the first miracle, the first sign of Jesus, which was turning water into wine. And I want to give you one suggestion for one way to read these gospel accounts, and that is to do what's called an Ignatius reading. It's one of the things that I describe here in this Engaging the Scriptures booklet. And the idea is to read the passage, or maybe put an audio Bible on so someone reads it to you, and to try to put yourself in the passage as one of the people in the passage. So in the case of the wedding that they went to, that Mary and Jesus and his brothers and his disciples went to, in the case of that wedding, put yourself in that scene as Jesus' mother, or one of his brothers, or one of the disciples. For me, when I read it this morning, I put myself in there as one of the servants who were told to do whatever Jesus asked them to do, who put the water from one container into another container, who were witnesses then of what happened. How did this water turn into wine? They saw the master of ceremonies' reaction. They saw Jesus' reaction. They saw the disciples' reaction. But as I read it today, I wondered, what were the servants thinking? If I was there as one of those servants, what would I have seen? What would the scene have looked like? What would I have been thinking and feeling, and how would I have been reacting? It gives you a sense of the reality that this is a real scene that really happened with real people, and it can turn a piece of Bible text that maybe you've read 50 times before, or maybe you've never read before at all, and it can make it become real to you, more real than it was. So as these narratives come up, as these accounts come up, I would encourage you to try this every once in a while. Try to put yourself in the scene as one of the people, and just get a sense of what they may have heard, what they may have seen, what they may have been thinking and feeling, how they may have responded. In my case, as I said, I was thinking about the servants, and I wondered what happened after Jesus and Mary and his brothers and his disciples. What happened after they left? And the servants were left with everyone at this wedding, or the day or the week or the month after the wedding. What were they thinking? What were they talking about? Who were they talking to? It gives a sense of the reality of who Jesus was, and what that particular miracle, that particular sign, not only meant to Jesus' disciples, the scripture tells us that, but what did it mean to the servants? What did it mean to the servants? Anyway, it's a way to make the scriptures come alive in a little unique way. I would encourage you to stick to the text as much as you can, but also allow your imagination to add a little color around the edges, to get a sense of what it might have been like to actually be there, because these events recorded in the Gospel of John really did happen. Anyway, blessings to your reading of the Gospels of the Gospel of John over the next few months. Grace to you. Till next time. Peace, friends.